All right, guys, just a couple of days after doing a big announcement reveal of their upcoming Street Fighter 6 game, which was an amazing trailer. Honestly, I saw it and I was surprised. It looks awesome. You get this jacked Ryu who just looks like Brock Lesnar times 10. You know, nothing too flashy, just the right amount of sizzle, in my opinion, for the way the game looks. We didn't see any action or any actual in-game engine capabilities of this game, but it looks fantastic. Now, something in this trailer and in this announcement reveal caught people's attention, and it's that logo right there for Street Fighter 6. The logo is causing a little bit of controversy just a couple days after Capcom announced this game. So they had their countdown, going, and they announced Street Fighter 6. Well, they're being accused of plagiarizing that logo. Now, in the past, Resident Evil Village was the most recent incident where they were accused of stealing the design for a boss. There's like a propeller boss in Resident Evil Village. They were actually accused of having stolen that from a horror movie, that there was like a scary movie that had a propeller boss character or something like that. And they were called out. Now people are calling them out for taking this logo. So apparently this design, we're going to take a look at this website right here, is available as an Adobe illustration file. So this was pointed out by Ars Technica's Arich Lawson on this tweet. So they're saying it bears a striking similarity to a logo design available through the stock image store, and it's available with an extended license for 80, and it's created by a user called Xcooley. So there's definitely some huge similarities here. Now you're able to do alterations because it is an Adobe Illustrator file. So that means you're able to pay for the license to the file and modify it for commercial use. Now, this design has been used publicly before. You're going to see a few tweets here in a minute from people that are showing examples of the of the image being used. So for an example, right here is proof in a tweet that this is an Adobe file. So they're showing the logo right here. Here's the link to the actual image. They're saying, I don't even know what to say. I knew it was generic, but I didn't realize it was this bad. They searched for SF on a stock logo site and rounded a couple corners and added the 6. So evidently somebody at Capcom just kind of threw a logo together. There's a chance, you know, we can give Capcom a benefit of a doubt that this could be just a placeholder graphic, but a little bit too much of a coinky dink. Now here's another example of a convention, a sci-fi convention in France that used the logo, and that one was a little bit more modified right there. So the Street Fighter 6 logo is something that has been used quite a bit. So you can see it's very prominent right there for this sci-fi convention. That actually looks awesome. We got an X-Wing, Gizmo, Harry Potter. We got the Cyclops, Batman, Iron Man. So yeah, there's a lot of people in this Twitter thread basically saying, you know, funny punchlines about this. You know, giving a company like Capcom some flack. You know, Capcom is a multi-million-dollar company that's made some legendary games, so they're not above criticism. So you can see right here, ready to make your own fighting game called Street Guardians, Street Punchers, Street Clash, Street Heist, or Street Smashers, or Street Assault. Good news, I got your logo ready. Only 80 bucks. It's a steal. You can see they modified it to be different things right here. And yeah, this kind of the topic showing how they modified it just by, I guess, adding on to letters, putting in the 6. Kind of looks like a text message icon too. You can see, oh man, people aren't gonna let Capcom live this down. I know the Resident Evil thing kind of took a bit. Right here, somebody gave an idea for Street Fighter 6 logo. That one actually looks pretty good. But yeah, back to the thing, and I know the logo itself was getting a lot of flack, and I guess that's why people actually looked into it. Definitely different than what they usually have. Usually they have like the red letters that say Street Fighter, and you know, like the Street Fighter 5 logo looked pretty good. But yeah, apparently IGN went out, reached out to XKILLABEE, who confirmed that they created the Adobe stock image and that they are looking to sell exclusive rights to Capcom. So, I don't know. Maybe they found out Capcom used their logo and now they're saying, hey, I'll go ahead and sell you the design that I made for exclusive rights to it. Nobody else can use it. And they'll basically just remove it from sale on Adobe's website. As of right now, Capcom has not answered IGN's reach out or about the similarities to the logo or the offer of sale. Now, maybe this could be a coincidence. I don't know. You gotta give people sometimes the benefit of the doubt. It's just, this is kind of funny because it's the second time this has happened where something, you know, some kind of like plagiarism incident happened. I don't know. There's a chance that this could be placeholder. Just Capcom hasn't come out and clarify it, which I'm sure they eventually will come out, clarify, maybe show a finished logo. Again, this was just an announcement trailer, but it is kind of, it's interesting to see a company like Capcom get involved with too many coincidences that border on the line of plagiarism. It's definitely not a good look in the way of anything. Companies do use a lot of placeholders, but you would think for a big, huge reveal of one of their most famous franchises of all time, that would be a finalized logo. They wouldn't just throw a placeholder logo on it. You know, it's a big, huge reveal. They hyped it up. They had a countdown. It's Street Fighter, for cripe's sake. So yeah, they definitely used an Adobe Illustrator icon, and who knows how far up this went up the pecking order. Maybe the graphic designer didn't think anybody would notice. You know, there's a lot of young kids working in gaming and game development now, and they make a lot of quick, easy shortcuts using the internet so that they can get their work done, sometimes even if it's expensive, kind of paraphrasing or plagiarizing something. And a lot of times they get caught. There's people out there that will dig. They will deep dive into this stuff, into the logos, into this, you know, situation, and they'll find you. I mean, did Capcom not learn their lesson from the Resident Evil fiasco with the propeller boss? So yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see if, you know, this person could actually make a lot of money selling exclusive rights to Capcom and, you know, not throw a fit. Either way, it's a very fishy situation, especially with a big multi-million-dollar company like Capcom not coming out with it, not paying a license. Like, if they really did not pay a license, that's some fishy stuff. I'm talking salmon and tuna left in the can underneath the car seat type of fishy stuff. It's not a good look for coming at all. I expect Capcom to go ahead and just pay for exclusive rights to this just so they can kind of clarify this. They're not a shady company by any means. Sure, they make weird business decisions at times, but which video game company doesn't? But they're not scamming anybody with this. Except maybe the owner of the original image. Maybe they thought they can get away with it. I doubt that. I think honestly maybe it was like a college intern that thought this would be swept underneath the radar, and they're probably getting a huge lecture from, you know, Capcom heads. These Japanese companies do not fuck around when it comes to business. So we'll see what happens out of this. Let me know your thoughts.